going on here from all around the globe. We've got people joining us tonight from all different places, and my name is Melanie. I'm going to be your hostess. Patrice is our guest speaker this evening. We're going to get this presentation rolling because time is marching on. So a big, huge thank you. Thank you from my heart to yours for coming on and sharing your evening with us when you could be anywhere else in the world. We're here to inspire you, charge you up with positive energy. I hope you can feel mine because I'm just supercharged. And we just want to let you know that we have these webinars every single week like clockwork, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays is always going to be about business. It's going to be about basically wealth building and also hot topics that are going around the globe right now, which will definitely be led by industry leaders and people that we know are already successful in these areas. So the Thursday night webinars will always be about, number one, health and wellness, or how are we helping the planet, so sustainable farming. So I'm again your hostess, Melanie, and I was inspired by two eagles. This is why I created Digital Eagle, and Patrice was kind enough to help me with all my marketing materials. He's brilliant. He has extensive background in creating these wonderful, beautiful marketing materials for his clients and has a very successful marketing business. And he's on here tonight. Of course, his wife, Stephanie, is with him, and they are going to be sharing a beautiful story. But I was inspired by the eagles. Why? Because I watched their habitat get cut down on the North Shore, and these beautiful birds had to basically find another place to habitat. And I was just actually in awe when I saw them perched upon these high rises in the North Shore, and then they were perched every morning on the cranes. And I thought, wow, this is like incredible. Like these birds are able to, you know, maneuver themselves in a way where, you know, I just couldn't believe it. Like I saw them perched on the cranes every day, and they were my inspiration because their home has been chopped down. They're now living on these high-rise buildings, nesting on the top of penthouses. And I thought, they are so resilient, and they don't question anything. They're strong, they're powerful. And this is what I believe is the eagles. I look to them whenever I need to have some animal inspiration or animal totem inspiration. I look to the eagles because I truly believe that the eagles are one of my animal totems. And they inspired me to create this online digital business because this time last year I was recovering from a surgery in the hospital. And I felt so lucky to be able to give a second chance at life because I knew there was so much left that I wanted to do for the world. And I prayed, I said, please don't take me. I am not ready to leave and I don't want to go yet. And so I feel so blessed that I was able to have my surgery before COVID-19 pandemic really took a big hit on the planet. So my name is Melanie. I'm a digital marketer. I've been in marketing for probably over 23 years of my life. I was a graduate at BCIT. You can read my profile on LinkedIn. I'm not here to talk about myself. I'm here to get this show started. And you guys are all going to love what we have in store for you this evening. So every brand does tell a story, and we can always help with creating your brand. We have a lot of team on this, a lot of people on this call that are a powerful team. We're a community, and we give back. We give back. We actually truly do support every single one of our members of our community. And, you know, the topics may change from week to week, but the flavor of this culture that we've created, it's always going to remain the same. That's my promise to you. This is a world change formula that we have here because we are through challenging times on this planet, and together we have to really stick together, and like-minded people that are either helping other people or helping the planet. This is what this platform is all about. And we're entrepreneurs that actually truly give back. And this is just a suggested formula. These numbers may change, but if we pool our resources, we can really make magical things happen. So if any time tonight you're inspired by any single person on this call, because we will go into a social networking component, and I just want to give you a brief agenda. So I'm going to run through these slides. I'm going to introduce Patrice, who's our guest speaker. He's going to share his health and wellness journey with you. And it's an amazing story. It's actually epic and absolutely incredible. Can't wait for him to get started on his presentation. So I'm going to go quickly through these slides. He's going to wrap up, pass the microphone back to me. Then we're going to go right into a social networking component where you can introduce yourself to everyone here. And also, if you feel inspired, like you want to become a guest speaker on our show, on our weekly webinar, you can. And by the way, all of this is recorded and it goes into a YouTube channel so that if you know somebody that wants to listen to what we have to say but couldn't make it on the call, they'll be able to watch this at a future time. So just take note, and I will post this in the chat group and in just a moment. Every Tuesday and every Thursday night at 7 p.m. like clockwork, we run these webinars, and these are specifically to help people and to help you with everything from mindset to pretty much everything, health and wellness. We have a wealth builder platform. We have sponsors, you name it. We're here to actually service you. So thank you again for being part of this. So I'm going to go through these slides really quickly. Number one, Digital Eagle is cool because it's a marketing agency with all of the collaborative partners that accepts digital currency. So that means that we accept Bitcoin and Ethereum for our marketing services. This is amazing because these times are changing and we know that digital currency is a way of our future. So that's number one I want to mention. Number two, of course, blockchain seems to be changing the world. As you can see, this backdrop here, it kind of has a blockchain feel. The website that Digital Eagle is platformed on right now does actually exist in a blockchain format, so you can check it out. And it's www.digitaleagle.ca. We have people that can build these types of websites for you in case that's something that you need. Just let us know, and we can be of this service to you. We want you to be successful first and foremost because this is definitely a success platform. We're all about sharing ideas, and I know that for some of you, you're like, why should I share my ideas? I've been holding on to these ideas for 10 or 15 or 20, even 30 years. My humble opinion is, if you share an idea with the right kind of people that are really willing to support your idea and make it happen, a lot of great things can happen. You can get a team behind you. You can find investment funds for your idea. You can be in a team that will support it, and everybody will work together to help make sure that the entrepreneur that we're supporting reaches their end goal. That's why this is a very unique community that is like no other, in a sense where we come together and we make sure that we listen to all of our clients and what they have to bring. And you can also pitch your idea on our webinars. You can also share your idea. Of course, you'll have everyone sign an NDA before it gets to that point, so don't worry. But we're here to support you. These are some of the topics you can expect to receive from our group every single week, and please let us know how we can actually dial you in on social media. I'm personally a fan of LinkedIn, have 10,000 followers. If I can leverage these followers and these connections to help this community in any way, shape, or form, you know that I will do that for you. These are the topics that we are focusing on right now, but we can always add more topics as time goes on. Health and wellness, of course, that's why we're on here tonight. Personal growth and development, environment, digital currency, so cryptocurrency. I like to use the word digital currency for some reason more than crypto because of many different reasons. Also because of blockchain, because I think blockchain technology is definitely changing the way of our future. Sustainable real estate, what I mean by that is potentially farmland that can be used to grow organic fruits and vegetables, and concepts that can be built from that sustainable farmland and that real estate that is built around farmland. I can see myself, and I'm sure you guys can too, all living together on a farm one day, growing our own foods. Charity, giving back and being authentic. So are you actually really giving back to charity? I want to see what transparent charity means. So actually started a new project called Reality Charity, and I started it actually last Sunday when I was able to deliver an electric car to a less fortunate little boy who doesn't have a father. He's 4 years old, and a $30 car. Giving that child that little car that he could have as the first toy they ever received like this was to see the look on that child's face when he received that car just made me realize how much of an impact we can make if we give even 10%, even 1%, even 2% of our earnings to a charity. Of course, a charity that we know is actually in existence and making a difference and actually very transparent, which is always the most important component to a charity. So that's my promise to you to this business and to everybody here that I will always do that, because I really am a fan of giving back, and especially to those children that are less fortunate. And yeah, this is more than just a digital agency, guys. This is an online community. This is a place where you can feel supported. You can do your presentations each week in a safe, professional manner, knowing that you have the right energy and the vibe that really is here to support your dreams and your ambitions. And it's actually truly for global change, because I know that together we truly can fly high. And that's what we want to do. We want to create beautiful things for the world. So it's all about big concepts, amazing experts, quality versus quantity, which is something that, of course, I've learned over the last little while. It's always better to have quality versus quantity. Even if you have 50 people on your team, but you know that those 50 people are people that you know, like, and trust, and you know them inside and out, and you know that they'll never do you wrong, and they have the same kind of principles that you have. Together, you can truly move mountains. I've seen this happen time again. So I want to cultivate that kind of positive atmosphere for people, and I want to truly help everyone here become successful at whatever it is that they want to achieve. So this is what really sets Digital Eagle apart. And also you can become a Digital Eagle. So this is not my company. This is a community platform. It's a community-based project. You're probably asking, well, how? Well, you know, if every single person has a certain talent or a certain gift that they can give back to this community, then what we do is from week to week, and I'm sure you guys have all attended a BNI. This is like a hybrid BNI with no membership fees, where we're authentically just continuously giving back to help other members of the community. And it's collaboration. It's a collaborative model, and I've always been a firm believer of collaboration, and I get that actually from my mother, which I won't talk about today, but maybe another week. She was definitely an inspiration, because she gave her whole life to Mission Gospel Church, and she was all about the community, getting kids off the streets, getting them fed, clothed, getting them saturated in good, positive teachings. And she was just an amazing woman. So I was really blessed to have a beautiful mother, and she's my inspiration for creating all this. So we're definitely a collaboration model, and we definitely will help all of the clients that we work with grow their own wings online. And we can connect you with any expert that you want to work with that is basically an expert in the service that you're looking for. So if you're looking to build an online store, we can connect you with somebody who's had success in building online stores on Shopify. If you're looking for a coach for personal growth and development, we can provide that for you as well. We have coaches within our team. If you're looking for somebody to build your website, if you're looking for a business opportunity, we have quite a few. We're not going to be getting into those tonight, but we do have Wealth Building Tuesdays, which you can sign up for and learn about opportunities where you can start working right now from the comfort of your own home in an online business where you're fully supported. So that's also available to you. So for people that you may know right now that may have lost their job due to unfortunate circumstances with what's happening right now with COVID-19 and the pandemic, we can actually provide opportunities for those people and share knowledge that we have on grants and programs that are available to help others in these times. And also working and leveraging our network. So I have 10,000 followers on LinkedIn. You may have 10,000 followers on Facebook. Somebody else may have 10,000 followers on Instagram or some of the other platforms. I don't use TikTok. I've been asked to use TikTok. For me, it doesn't resonate with me, but that's okay. Maybe I will adopt it in the future. But this is where we can wholeheartedly come together as a group and say, okay, maybe we don't like all the different social platforms, but if one person likes one and another person likes another, we co-collaborate, we come together, we join forces, and we really build some organic partnerships here. So it's a success model, and it's built for results, and we are getting results. So we're super excited about that. So Digital Eagle clients and services. So these are all a little bit of a walkthrough. So everybody has a brand. What does your brand identity say about your brand? And are the people that you're working with to support your brand people that you trust? That's first and foremost, most important. The design that you're choosing. What does it look like? What does it feel like? I've been blessed to work with Patrice, who's a design master and has designed a lot of my marketing materials for Digital Eagle, and I am actually over the top thrilled with how they look. I get compliments on them on a daily basis, and even especially on the YouTube channel with the banners and what have you. So it's a skill set that he possesses. And I'm super grateful to work with him. And I feel that his creative talent has been a blessing to my life and an absolute gift. Logo. What does the logo say about your brand? Digital ego. We fly together. So people always think of the eagle and they always think of blockchain, digital. We're moving into a digital format. It's an easy brand to adapt to. So Patrice actually helped me with putting that together on the blockchain. And we also have, of course, what's your value proposition? So you always want to know what your value proposition is. So give as much value as you can, but still try to find different ways that you can monetize whatever it is that you're doing. Because as much as we don't want to receive money, we always in a position where we want to give. We do also want to monetize and make sure that everybody's rewarded for the services that are rendered. So that's something that we can definitely work around pretty much any budget, and we're flexible, monthly payments, or working with our clients on a one-on-one basis to find out what your needs are. So anyone who's developing a brand online will need help at some point with websites, pitch decks, webinars, logos, slogans, taglines, PowerPoint presentations, marketing campaigns, joint venture partners, collaborators, and of course, investors. And we just love angel investors because they come out of nowhere and they just want to give a large amount of money to projects that they really feel a connection with. And we have access to those. We're blessed. We have access to capital, grants, and loans. People, planet, prosperity is a model that we want to work from, and it will always remain about the people and the planet and working together to make the world a better place by helping people with mindset. Because I know firsthand that because I came from a very difficult childhood, I still have those things in my subconscious mind that need to be constantly massaged like a muscle. It's almost like, your brain's a muscle. It's another part of your body. It's an organ. And I know Patrice is going to be going heavily into this when I pass over the microphone to him, which will be very soon here. But he was able to help reprogram my subconscious mind. And I've had 2 near-death experiences, which I won't talk about on this call, but I want to share with you that I've never stopped with my drive and my force and my ambition. It's just, you can't change who you are. I've always had that driving force. It's just in me to want to make the world a better place, to want to give back, to help others, to want to actually leave a legacy behind. It's like, it's basically my reason for being here, higher purpose, if you will. And I got really in touch with my spiritual side from these experiences. So I always ask people these beautiful questions because they're very inspirational. And I always say, like, who are you today? And who were you? Some people might just want to let that go. I know that was the case for me. I just really want to let the old version of myself go. And who will you become in the future? So those are really powerful questions, especially when you're on this journey of recreating your brand and taking your brand to the new appellations. So this is actually my favorite slide. I guess it boils down to, do you take the blue pill or the red pill? Every day is a choice, right? Just like in the movie The Matrix, and this is a friend of ours, Neil Irwin, and he got into crypto. Actually, he was one of the first people that got me into crypto about 6 or 7 years ago, in 2017, actually. He was introducing me to Bitcoin, but I had been introduced to it before, back in 2008, and I'm not here to talk about cryptocurrency. We'll save that for Tuesday nights. But I am here to just tell you that definitely if somebody that's been following the journey, but what I'm here to actually truly tell you is that every single day is a new day for you to be somebody that can create your future. If you don't like your current results or the way that your life is right now, every single day is a day that you can actually change and become a different version of yourself, create something better, start popping your own popcorn, because you are definitely the director of your own movie. And really get in touch with that and visualize what you see for yourself and your future self. And of course, one of my inspirations, aside from Bob Proctor and others, is, and I do believe that Patrice also has a whole list of people that he can share with you, of people that have inspired him over the years. But basically, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. I've been very inspired by that book and the story 333, which was a story about how basically a few people after a natural disaster decided to lock themselves in a room and not come out until they had raised $3 million to help save a city. That's why I first started getting into these reading materials, because I was inspired by that story. And I thought, wow, that's pretty impressive. They just locked the door and they went to work. But one of my favorite absolute quotes is, to be a star, you must shine your own path, light, follow your own path, and don't worry about the darkness, for that is when the stars shine the brightest. And I have experienced this so much lately, and I feel extremely blessed. And it's when I walk in faith, not fear, that these magical things happen. So always keep the faith, have faith, and things can really, truly take place. Loving who we're going to have coming up here next to talk. It's Patrice and his lovely wife, Stephanie, who are joining us actually from a beautiful island. And I love the cat picture. Can't wait to meet that cat. But Patrice has been an independent researcher for the last 35 years, starting during his career in the print industry. His passion and curiosity for knowledge has created an understanding and unique perspective approach to solving problems in many areas of industry and personal growth and wellness. In 2005, his beautiful wife and soulmate, Stephanie, was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer. Wow, so sorry to hear. And I know that you had told me this at a recent conference, that had spread to her pelvis and a grim survival expectation diagnosis, causing a massive shift in life's priorities and direction. Stephanie and Patrice both are dedicating themselves to a holistic lifestyle and self-education and natural healing methods like, I don't know if I can pronounce this word.
Orthomolecular
medicine, plant food nutrition, and culinary arts. Realizing early on the journey, quoting the famous Albert Einstein, that the current problems could not be solved with the same kind of thinking that created them. They both studied mind sciences that helped them around for thousands of years and applied them directly to their lives for lasting changes and complete healing. Patrice and Stephanie have been voluntarily helping others reclaim their health for over 10 years. Wow, that's amazing. Through one-on-one consultations and workshops. Paying it forward, they both are dedicated to helping people empower themselves through food and good mindful practices that bring healing to the mind and body. I truly love this because I know firsthand that it is really about the shifts that you take every single day in your own life to have better health. And I know that I'm not here to talk about my story because I really want to get started on passing the microphone over to Patrice, who I'm going to make the host right now. Basically, what I will say here is that if I look at pictures of back when I was 26 years old, I was literally like just living a very toxic lifestyle. And I know just by tweaking, and Patrice has even shared with me, even he's come over to my house and even shared with me. And Patrice, you have full range to share your screen now. You should be able to be the co-host, so please go ahead.
Hopefully everybody can see my screen.
Yes, we see creative integrity.
Perfect. Okay, so we're getting ready to start this slide here.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that you were a gift when you came over to my cupboard and said, Melanie, this granola's gotta go. Corn syrup? Uh-uh. Oh, canola oil? Uh-uh. And he started really educating me about the foods that I was ingesting, which I had no idea. But I'm not here to talk about my story. I'm here for Patrice to get started on his journey with Stephanie. So thank you again, Patrice, for coming on and for supporting Digital Eagle and, of course, our workshop that we have every single Tuesday and Thursday night at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Without further ado.
Thank you very much for the introduction, Melanie. It's a pleasure to be on your show, and great presentation, by the way.
Thank you so much.
I look forward to doing this presentation. I'm sure one of us has had a health journey of some form or personal crisis. And, you know, life's journey can throw us some interesting curveballs, and it's just how we manage that valuable time that we have in our, let's call it, meat suits, and really taking the best of life. My company for the last 35 years, I've been in the printing industry. I've only started this company a few years back and decided to be an independent instead of working for large corporate firms. My company consists of mainly graphic design and print services. I do full spectrum print services for people and help with branding for entrepreneurs or businesses that need to rebrand their specific business needs. But this presentation is not really about my services. It's just to give you a little bit of history and how to contact me in the future and what I do have to offer. Before I go into this presentation, we have to go with the obvious disclaimer that everybody has to say nowadays, and I'm going to read it out loud for you. The information in this presentation is intended solely for the entertainment purposes and may not be used as substitute for professional advice, and or information as circumstances will vary from person to person. You should not act or rely upon this information without seeking professional advice. Do not attempt